Chapter 1. Life had continued throwing curveballs at Joshua, but with Julian's death he'd finally struck out. The games of his past were over. There was no looking back. In the 4 months since his brother's body had been laid to rest in the family cemetery at Goddard Downs, life had fallen into a new routine. To the outsider, all might appear normal. But Julian's death echoed in the halls of the homestead and the hearts of all who lived there. Yet, despite the sadness, good had come. The moment Joshua's gaze met Stella's at Julian's funeral, he knew everything between them was about to change. And it had. Their friendship had blossomed and transformed into something he'd never dreamed possible. She was no longer an unattainable desire of his heart, but someone willing to stand by his side as he battled his demons, of which there were plenty. Facing the bitter, angry man he'd become hadn't been easy, but was necessary if he no longer wanted to drift. And that's what he wanted. He didn't want to go through life without direction or focus, chasing fleeting excitement that in the end meant nothing. He didn't want to be like his cousin Sean, but he couldn't become Julian either. He had to be himself. But first, he had to find out who that was. He'd once heard that the love of the right woman could change a man. He wasn't sure if that was true, but as he stood on the tarmac of the Kimberley Regional Airport helipad, gazing into Stella Martin's deep brown eyes, he thought it could be. She'd entered his life by chance at a rodeo in Alice Springs several years earlier, and then returned to it recently when she came to Goddard Downs seeking work. Now, as the station's vet, she'd become more a part of his life than he ever imagined possible. It was almost as if she'd always been part of him. "I wish I didn't have to go." She took hold of his hand as a gust of wind sent her blonde hair flying about her face. She brushed the strands back behind her ear with her other hand and smiled wistfully. She was gorgeous, and the mere sight of her made Joshua's heart quicken. He squeezed her hand as a long breath left his lungs. "I wish you didn't either, but you have to. It's Christmas, and your family needs you." "I could go at the beginning of the year. I feel as if I'm abandoning you." Her concern warmed his heart. And although he wanted her to stay at Goddard Downs for Christmas, he couldn't allow her to sacrifice that special time with her family. Since Julian's passing, Joshua had gained a new appreciation of family. His one regret was that it had taken him so long to arrive at this point. "I wouldn't want you to do that. This is the first time your entire family will be together for Christmas since before you were born. You can't miss that." "I know, but I'm torn. Things between us are just beginning, and the rainy season is here, and the station needs every hand." "The station can manage 2 weeks without you." He stepped forward and raised his hand to her cheek while gazing into her eyes. "But I'm not sure I can." He cleared his throat. "And with regards to us, I'd say things are going just fine. Wouldn't you?" She gave a smile that sent his pulse racing. Her smile emboldened him, and he felt stronger, like he could do anything if she were beside him.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.